Hey, welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you, and thanks for checking out the channel. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. If not, appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you're stopping by after a Dolphins loss. Looking for a distraction. Today was Heat Media Day, and I got to tell you, it was an interesting one for me because I really wasn't in the hustle and bustle of a lot of the happenings while the day was happening, right? So we get there, we're doing the radio show, and Heat were awesome, got us a ton of guests. If you guys missed them, we'll post them. But Tyler, Spo, who we haven't had in a couple of years, Bam, smoked Leroy and Domino's, Pella Larson, Terry Rozier for the first time. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Scary Terry. And Nico, I think, was my favorite for today. I loved the interview with Nikola Jovic. He's awesome. But I was kind of looking on Twitter as this was going on in between breaks and the few segments that we didn't have players brought by. And the big thing today was, Jimmy Butler was late. Jimmy Butler was late to media day. And it was a very confusing thing because we all know the Jimmy Butler get-up on media day has kind of become a thing. The long dreads a couple of years back, the emo look last year. He likes to have some fun with the pictures and make ESPN, go with the goofy shots, and they got to use it all year, and Bally has to use it all year, and so people were wondering, all right, what is he going to do this year? Because it felt very much like there could have been some tension and there could have been some hostility. And I came away with today knowing that Jimmy Butler was late, but he did show up. And it wasn't like he was egregiously late. I had to leave because I had to go up to the Citadel for our studios to go do the pregame, so I couldn't stick around. Otherwise, I probably would have gone up and done the media scrum. But I literally had to get off the air, leave, and go. But that's just for me. I mean, everybody else, filled with interviews. People were still hanging around. We had just done an interview with Nico the time before. I think Jovic said their plane was leaving at 4-ish, I think is what he said. But Jimmy showed up. He ended up doing, I think, a 5-minute, I think I saw online. It was more like a 5 to 8 minute scrum that the Heat posted online. And I came away with it this way. This is my honest reaction. Pat Riley won media day. Pat Riley won. Pat Riley seems like he won another public standoff with one of his stars. And I think we have to recognize that isn't Pat's first rodeo, where he is the boss. He is the guy who signs the deals. He is the president of the organization and basketball ops. He's dealt with everybody. The dude is a basketball gangster. He's been around for everybody. And he's not perfect. He has made plenty of mistakes, but he's also a legend. And he also has seen it all, done it all, been it all. He's also 79, 80 years old. I don't think he's got any time for any tantrums or whatnot. He is going to make decisions that he feels are best for the organization. And I also feel like there is a lot of respect there between Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler and the organization. And I came away with Jimmy Butler showing up to media day today. We can quibble and say late. He did talk to the media. Big contingent around him. Everybody was waiting on what he said. And what did he say? Really nothing of interest. Nothing. He was as PC, as much of a pro's pro as you can get. Was okay about the extension. Now, are these his true feelings? I don't know. I don't know what he really feels. But I do know that he put on a good face. I do know he did not wear anything wacky. I do know that if the Miami Heat could have programmed a Jimmy Butler cyborg with AI and they said, this is how we want Jimmy Butler to go attack media day, they got exactly what they wanted today. A guy who is motivated or says he's motivated, isn't that concerned with an extension, didn't take the Pat Riley, keep your mouth shut personally, thank God, and seemingly looks like he's here to just play basketball. I don't know if the Miami Heat and Pat Riley could have asked for a better day for themselves. And on top of it, not only that, some of the quotes that I got from Tyler, we had Tyler on the show today. Tyler was in a really, really good mood, just for the record. But, you know, personally, like, Tyler's always really good on our show. Like, he's just a fun, he's a fun back and forth. But he was in a really, really good mood. And this quote that he had today about if he's coming off the bench, dude, he says, y'all can say I'm a starter or I'm off the bench. We're going to let the best coach in the league decide, and we're going to let one of the best GM presidents ever to do this decide. What? Like, honestly, like, you guys can sit here and we could talk about Jimmy Butler's maturity up and down the window, right? Like, whatever. I don't know why I'm talking up and down the window. What am I, a tree frog? We could talk about the Jimmy Butler thing. I'm not that surprised by it, to be honest with you. I think Jimmy Butler, I do really think likes playing in Miami. I don't think he wants to leave. I do think has respect for Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, and I do think likes kind of the idea that the organization does let him be him. You know, yeah, it's a pain in the ass sometimes to him, but they let him do him. This answer from Tyler Herro to me was like, oh, that was a much better. Now, it doesn't mean he is coming off the bench. I don't know. I asked Spo today in our interview about competitions and things like that. And, you know, he kind of hid the cards to the vest on that one. But to hear from Tyler Herro say he's going to let the coach make the decision, this isn't going to be obviously I want to be a starter, you know, like not going to Eeyore it. Nope. Just going to be happy with whatever role he wants. And his motivation is to go win a championship. I was like, whoa, dude. Very, very comfortable in his own skin. I love the quotes from Tyler Herro, man. Those to me, look, it could have gone sticky. It could have gone a different way. But I don't know what this means for the season. I don't know what this means for training camp. I don't know what this means for the standings. But for all of the stuff over what media day can be, Pat Riley won media day. He did. He won media day. He's like, oh, all right. So I got Jimmy Butler. He said absolutely nothing of controversy. Tyler Herro. He said absolutely not only nothing of controversy, but says he'll play any role that I want. You're telling me that the Godfather doesn't sit back after today, pour a little tequila in a glass, kick the feet up on the cherry wood desk, or maybe he's in the Bahamas. He's probably in the Bahamas. You know, maybe kick the feet up on the hammock out of his sweet cabana that he's hanging out with. Think to himself, still got it. Still got it. Still the Godfather. When it comes to keeping that, because let me tell you something about the Heat, man. The Heat, they're an impressive machine. They like having everybody on a string and having that same message. And maybe that message came a little bit late today, but the message was the same. The message was the same. He even had Jimmy Butler parroting new Eric Spoelstra quotes as he was coming in. I don't know that could have gone much better or much smoother for the Miami Heat today. Again, there's still a long season ahead. Things can get rocky. Losing can affect things. All of that is true. I'm not saying that this stuff is dead. I am not saying that all of these issues are gone. I'm just saying at media day, when you have a ton of microphones around and everybody is looking for the juicy thing, guilty. The winner out of all of this was Pat Riley. He once again got everybody singing the same song, on point, ready to rock, ready to get into camp.